Cycling news now. We end off the week with another look at women in sport. In line with celebrating Women's Month, of course, our guest tonight is Buhle Madlala. She's General Secretary at National Cycling Academy Forum. She's also EXCO at Gauteng Cycling.
Masish Kavaldak.
Kavaldak. How are you? Are you good?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I mean, we've been having fun the past couple of weeks here, especially speaking to women in sport. I don't think you guys get a lot of coverage. We only come to you when you've done something.
Yes.
But just for the sake of our viewers, some would say, yeah, but we know you.
Yeah.
Why would they know you? Well, beyond cycling.
So before cycling, I'm just a fitness fanatic. Mm-hmm. I love the outdoors. I've had a bit of a TV stint in a reality show 4 years ago, and I do PR and communications in our sister radio station at Metro. Just joined. So yeah, I've been around.
Okay. But anyway, since you're not going to tell us where you were, I see you're a bit of a survivor. That's why you're here. But most importantly with you, there's a couple of things you do in the cycling world, a male-dominated, I don't want to say sport industry, as it were. I mean, when you think of cycling, you think of the Tour de France of this world, you think of the Vueltas, the España, they're starting on Sunday. And then there we are, we're sitting and we're like, okay, Buhle is speaking about cycling, but there are projects that you're running. And just tell us a bit more about how you, why you got into it and what you actually do.
Okay, so it's driven by passion, a lot of passion in sport. Cycling is one such passion. So earlier this year, I got involved in organizing a UCI 2.2 category stage race, Tour de Limpopo. So it is modeled around Tour de France. So basically, the tourism agency in Limpopo were like, we'd like to showcase our province to cyclists. We believe that we've got the best views, and they approach Cycling SA. So my involvement with Cycling SA is on a strategic sponsorship advisory role, and I got involved in organizing the event. So it was a 4-stage race. We started in Polokwane, ended up in Zanin, involved international riders from Serbia, from Zambia, Botswana. It was the first time it launched, so next year we're looking to carry on and have the next one. And
also on a personal level, I know you do something called, bike shops and taking people around the Kasi. Tell us a bit more about that.
So that's the next big ambitious project that I'm involved with Cycling South Africa. It's called the National Cycling Academies Forum. So that's the organization. We've just done data capturing, where we've got 20 academies or so around the country that we're going to focus on. So we literally are tapping into a market where it's never been done before. We want to open bike shops. So literally having containers that will have administrators, that will have workshops. We're looking into training mechanics, administrators, officials in the sport. It's a huge industry. We want to get a lot of ladies back into cycling.
What do the numbers speak? I mean,
so the pilots that we're looking at having, you're looking at about 1,000 bicycles that we want to launch during our pilot year. We're looking at about 2,000 riders over 5 years that we want to get into professional provincial leagues, colors, finally representing the country, and we're focusing specifically in townships.
Because I mean, the one thing that comes to mind is obviously you know of Team Dimension Data for Kubega, the local team that's on the world tour. I mean, initiatives such as bikes on
kids on bikes.
In particular now they've gone into the space of women giving girls bicycles as well. I think then my question comes in as far as women in sport in general. I think there's a lot the hurdles that you have to go through, because I'm sure you walk into a boardroom and you say, look, I've got this idea, and the question is, but why should I take you seriously when I can speak to somebody else?
Exactly. It's a very tough industry to crack. I think my training started with FIFA World Cup. I was working for Match Hospitality, which was the official ticketing and hospitality company. So I've kind of had the background of always having to prove that you are better. We live in patriarchy, sexist society. There are sports that are seen to be just male dominated.
Yeah.
So you really have to know your story when you come in, and you need to be, not that you need to be convincing, you need to just know what is the objective, what do you want to link with that particular brand. It must make sense. Corporates especially look for ROI. If it doesn't speak to ROI, then your sponsorship needs to talk along those lines.
Yeah, and it also helps as well. I mean, if provincially, I see you in the EXCO as well as at Gauteng Cycling.
Yeah.
That's where it begins at the end of the day, because it's development stages. That's where you're going to get your participants, your numbers, your kids.
Exactly.
How's that going as far as the local level, the provincial level, as far as cycling in the country?
Okay, so CGC, Central Gauteng Cycling, is literally the affiliated body of cycling in the region. So there's about 450 events, cycling events per year. So CGC looks at sanctioning those events, looks at providing development training programs, getting rural areas involved, especially townships, train events, organizers, so that they put up, especially in the townships, they put up proper events that are safe, that comply, that have the technical officials that are needed, etc., etc.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here, we've run out of time. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, okay, how do I get a hold of Buhle if I want to get involved? Because I know there's never enough money.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to help out, if there's a mechanic out there watching and saying, look, maybe I can give a hand here and expertise, how does one get hold of it? Yeah,
so the National Cycling Academies Forum is literally driven by Cycling South Africa. So all the information, and if they need to get more information, they can just go onto the website, CSA, and follow on the tabs to find out information around CSI.
Yeah, well, Buhle Madlala, National Cycling Academies Forum General Secretary, thank you indeed for joining us. Wishing you the best of luck, and hopefully, I'm not a big cyclist, but hopefully, one day.
No, but I think you need to. I see the six-pack underneath is
this is tough work. You don't just wake up and have this is tough work. Buhle, thank you indeed for joining us.
Thank you very much.